All right, so the goal of this video is just to kind of give you um, a, a quick little, I don't know, how to of the Momentum Math Screener um, that we'll be using for. It gives you a lot of great data, but it's really the main reason I would say that we're taking this is so that we can have a baseline for Success Maker. Once you have finished your Momentum Math Screener, then I believe it should take like less than 24 hours. It should take about a school day, anyways, to get those results over to Success Maker, and then students can start working on Success Maker. So I kind of want to just give you I don't know, how to and a few tips that I have learned while reading through some of the Momentum Math um, instructions and start guides and all of that. So you're going to log in like normal, and hopefully it will take you to a page that looks something like this. If you have your students rostered through Google Classroom like I do, then those classrooms will be here. If you've gone through and individually done it, then hopefully those classes will be here as well. So you're going to click on Browse, and you're going to click on the program that you are using. Of course, mine is grade 5. Now that you're here in your table of contents, you're going to scroll down and you see the Momentum Math folder. There's lots of stuff in there. Um, I clicked on the getting started, and there's lots of information there that you can use. You can click in, and it kind of tells you what it is, why we use it, how to do it, how to do a quick start here. The reason I'm making this video is because some of the quick start stuff um, is just long, and not all of it is useful to what we are doing here. And so anyways, you're going to want to give this screener. I'm going to try to give it like probably Friday or Monday if I can get to it. Um, you, of course, do whatever works best for you as far as pacing, but just remember that they cannot get on Success Maker until their Momentum Math screener has been completed. Okay. Um, we give different levels, of course. So when I'm giving my Momentum Math screener, I will be level F for 5th grade. 6th grade will be level G, 7th grade H, and 8th grade I. So you are going to scroll down under Momentum Math. You're going to scroll down to Diagnostic Assessments, and there will be your level, whatever you are, in your beginning of the year assessment. So you're going to click on that. This is how you're going to assign it. So you're going to click on that, and you're going to click on Assign. I'm going to go ahead and put my start date on the 14th just in case I do get to it. I want to make sure everybody is done by Wednesday, though. You can do set start and end times, um, and you can also set student time of day access. This is so that they're not working on it at home. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set it till 3:30 just to be safe, and because I don't want them working on this at home. So then we're going to go to, there's no settings to work on here. We're going to go to add students, and you are going to add the classes that you have. Now, so probably one of the most important things about the Momentum Math screener is that you do not want to assign it until your students are in your class, like it not physically in your class, but until your students are either rostered through adding them one by one, or until your students have accepted your Google Classroom invitations. You do not want to assign it before then, because if you assign it and your students haven't actually accepted that invite yet, then they're not going to be assigned the screener. Now, there is a way to go about that. Let's say you want to, first thing you want to do is have all your students accept your Google Classroom invite on Thursday or Friday, whenever you're giving this. So you have, for example, I'm going to have 5A. So I can have all of them first thing. Accept my Google Classroom invitation. Then I can go through and add them into this assignment, and then assign it. Now, let's say then you have your next block. Well, you've already assigned it to your first block, and now you have your next block. You do not want to create a new Momentum Math screener assignment. at all. That's if a kid adds, a few days later, maybe they're added to your roster, or let's say they're added throughout the year. You do not want to go through and create a new assignment for them. You will always go back into your original assignment and edit it, and then look for your new students. You can type in their names and it'll come up here, or you can just select the next, like once I have students added to my 5B and 5C, I can add them that way. So I don't honestly know what will happen. I don't know if it'll self-destruct or what, but I have been told over and over, do not create a new assignment for your screener. Always just go back in and edit what you have. And if you need help with that, I'm more than happy to help you with that. So there will be 35 questions on the screener. And the first few questions will be just kind of common questions. So you might see some of them having the same. But then after those first few common questions, it will start adapting to where your students are answering, and it'll pinpoint each individual student's strengths and weaknesses. So they will start having questions that are not the same. You want to make sure that you don't help them at all on this, because if you do, then it's going to be adapting to what you've helped them with, what they need help in, and not what they can do independently. So you really just want them to, try their best, do it, do what they can. And if they don't know it, it's okay. It's not for a grade. Though I wouldn't actually tell them that probably. But, anyways, and then Savas says that this should only take about 1 hour long class period. They can go back if they don't finish it, they can go back and finish it later. But that's why I have my time of day set as well, because I don't want them working on this at home, with Google at their advantage. I want them doing it in class. So if they happen to not finish it, the first day you give it, they can always come back and finish it later. Another thing that you want to be aware of is that there are reference sheets that students are supposed to have. So I'm just going back home, going to Momentum Math. Under diagnostic assessments, there should be your level diagnostic student reference sheet. So you can assign it to them digitally. I think it would probably be easier if they're not having to click back and forth. So I'm probably going to print my reference sheet, sorry, and go about it that way. Sixth and seventh grade, I believe, is supposed to have a 4-function calculator available to them as well. So keep that in mind if you are giving it in sixth or seventh grade. And then before you give the Momentum Math screener, you're also supposed to show students this quick video that just shows them like what the screener is and what they're supposed to be doing. So to navigate to that, you're going to go back to um, your home and go to browse. You're going to go to Momentum Math again, and you're going to click on getting started. Yeah, you're going to click on getting started, and it says student guide diagnostic. So you're going to click on that, and then you can just show this to the whole class all at once. Or if you want them watching it individually, you can click assign. And then I'm just looking at my notes here. Oh, students will not be able to see their scores. Only you will be able to see those. When they finish it, it'll just say like, "Yay, you finished," good job, you. And then that's pretty much all they'll get. So they'll never see, but it does give a lot of data for us. So if you're wanting to go through and analyze like specific topics and all of that, there are ways to do that. If you go to Momentum Math, I think here where it says teacher diagnostic reports, it will show you how to read that data. And then in the Savage training portal, there's also like a whole course on this if you are just bored and want to analyze a lot of data. So if you need any help, you know that I am more than happy to help. I don't have all of the answers, but I have done quite a bit of training and research on this area specifically today. So I am happy to help.